Yo, we back again. It's your boy Eyes. Welcome back to the channel. This is Krump Inc. Let's get it buck.
I was 11 years old when this happened to me. I did not have a dream.
So people been asking me, when we getting buck chairs, when the next session chairs, when can I get my footage? I got good news for you. The next Essence session is August 14th. Let's get it. Come on back. If you come in here trying to do battle moves, I will remove you from the session nicely by taking your round. That's an indication to let you know, no. It's okay to do material and moves. I'm not saying it's illegal, but we know when you're trying to battle it, it's no need for that. You don't have to impress anybody. If you do battle type moves, like long moves, I will, all right, bro, let's get it. Get off over there. I will remove you from the session, or I will take your round if you really don't want to respect the session.
My name is Ruin, in case you don't know. Glad to see y'all here today. Today is the Essence session. It's going to be pretty dope. I believe it's going to be really live. Whoever shows up and whoever don't.
If you're at home, you know, we can collab whatever. My flip-flops, no socks, barefoot. That's at home. Yeah, but if we're coming to a session, you want to take it serious enough. You ain't got to be GQ. Sometimes it works. But you want to dress like I'm going to work. The session is together. We just have to connect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ruin got his knees out today. That's okay. Important things that we want to know about a session. Atmosphere is very important because the atmosphere is what we go to session for, is why we show up to sessions. There's been times, well, recently people are like, before you go to a session, what do people ask? Who's going to be there? That takes away already from the atmosphere of the session. Because when you go to session, you're going to contribute. If you're going to be there, you have to be there to contribute to the atmosphere. The energy, the motivation, I am going to session, I am going to contribute, and I'm going to receive. So that's the flow of the atmosphere you want. Anywhere you go that has a certain atmosphere, you're going to adapt to. But when it comes to the session, we are the session, not one person is the session. Just because somebody's dancing in the middle, it's not just about that person. It's about the surrounding area, with what they are doing, what this person is being fed, how they're receiving, how they pass it on. That's the atmosphere you want to create. The host that's hosting the session, of course, they're going to house in that energy. But it's up to you to contribute the energy that you want to receive. Once that energy starts, the session's starting, it's going, the energy's up here, you don't want to get in the session and bring the energy down. The idea is to maintain that energy, and if it's too hard for you to maintain for a long amount of time, give it and try again next time. And you don't want to try to make it about you, you want to keep making it about the atmosphere. What I can do with the energy I'm giving out. All right, now what you got? Yeah? See how we circled up like this? It's never going to be like this in the session because you got the camera, people want their footage. So you're going to have to be like in a U, but not in front of the dancer. We know what makes the session a little bit more challenging now, we have the camera. So when we dance, we feel like we have to dance to that camera. But if you're dancing and you're feeling all the energy over here, it's okay to give this area attention. It's okay to go over here and be like, okay, I'm going to get buck with them because they're hyping me out right now. Or who are these people behind me? You acknowledge the atmosphere. Because then you're not acknowledging what you're giving out. You're just trying to perform now. I got to make sure I look good, get this round off, and get ready to post it. And see what niggas think. Why? We're going to wait to post it and everybody's here. Tracks would be a challenge. You might not like the track. You might not be used to the track. It might not be your type of track. But you want to take that challenge. If it's not your session, you want to take that challenge to try to adapt to that track. Then it's going to make you one a better dancer. And then if you don't like the track that much, kill it off and be like, all right, I killed it off, change it. But you want to mainly adapt. Find out where you're good in that track, in that rhythm, whatever it is, and contribute that to the atmosphere.
The noise. When we're in sessions, it's okay to use your voice. It's okay.
If you hype up Faye, this is what they do at some session. If I'm by you, if I'm by you and you doing that and you really not saying nothing.
If I'm dancing or you're dancing and they're surrounded by people and we got everybody just doing this and just yelling, it doesn't really do anything. It looks awkward. There's no energy being given in that way.
You don't have to be in that atmosphere if you're not going to give that energy. If you know you're tired, especially if you just went, it's okay to go to the side to catch your breath. It's okay to go get a drink of water. You don't have to remain in the session, but no, the longer you remain in the session, the more energy you catch.
I've been in circles where I'm the person dancing, and I look this way, and there's a person standing there like this. Yeah, I'm getting off. I know I'm getting off.
Instead of hyping up with your hands, you don't have to do that. This is how I like to hype up. I step around, I use my body just to see where the dancer is at. Now, everybody likes to be hyped up, like, yeah. It's like you have to kind of get to know the person.
It's very, very important that you guys pay attention to what's going on in here. The more everyone is contributing, especially at one time, it's going to get crazy.
Be ready. Hype and stay ready, because it might come to you.
Understanding that the energy is going to transfer to you whether you're next or not.
It's an art to it. You're going to have to actually care about it.
If I'm dancing and I'm getting off crazy and I might look this way, and I might just decide to throw it to you. You might not be thinking I'm next, but if I throw it to you, it's your turn. You're in there, you're next. Being engaged and really paying attention to how things are going and who's involved in doing what at what time is very, very important. We've seen people hyping people out, arms are out, and people do a whole move off of somebody's arm. Why? Because it's available. Be available for some type of exchange, even if you're not the person in the middle. You can make yourself available, which could kill the session, and that's what we're here for.
You might get a spark, you might get a look, and it might just set you off. So how you enter into the session, don't enter fake. You're gonna have to tap into your crazy.
What you put in is what you're going to get out. I want you guys to actually do that, like right now. I want people to actually use your voice and hype him up and give him energy to do something.
Y'all was giving me too much. Giving me too much. When we session, it's like what's that thing called? Double dutch. You're trying to. It's not your time every time. No matter how long you've been in it, it's hard. Do I step out there? Do I walk? Do I look over? Do we start the track? Do I dance on this part? It takes away from the session. So what that means is you're disregarding everything that happened before you. So you're just again making it about you.
Don't second guess yourself. You know, everybody's going, and you've got your foot like this ready to go. Do not be like that and then try to figure it out. Go. Yeah. That's a whole slot missed for you, and that could have been the round. That could have been that kill-off round. You don't know what's going to come out. Krump is so unpredictable that you do not know what your round is going to look like until you actually do it.
There's ways to get out there. You can try different ways, but I would say try to hold in on energy. If Rune is getting off, give me a little something, Rune. Boom, Rune's getting off. So like, if someone's getting off, and this is their energy, but that might not be my tempo or how they're dancing. They're really quick, boom, and they toss it, and I come in. I'm dancing at a different tempo, but I'm gonna still give out that energy. So I'm not gonna bring it down and be like, it's my swag. I'm just gonna try to jump on that energy. I'm gonna try to match it, because that's what a session is. And we're all supposed to put energy in. From the session, you have one person. This person starts the fire. We just keep putting more in until explosion. That is the reason for the session. We're trying to cook, and if it cooks in 5 minutes, we're done. What are we going to dance 2 hours for? As the energy, you want to look at it as that's the energy you want to capitalize on. Once it's over, my brother, good night. That was a lot. Now I gotta see if I can maintain it. You have to share this energy. If I catch you being selfish, this is like the #1 don't in a session. Do not be selfish. This is not for cool people.
It's not about status. Nobody in here is above the other when it comes to the session.
You don't have to be cool here. Nobody's great and you're cool. We want to see you buck until we want to go. Wherever you go, I want to go with you.
They don't care. It don't matter if they started just yesterday. They can dance. Don't be afraid to put yourself in that, because that's actually how you're going to get better.
We're all freestyling. You have no name here. If I see you, I know the difference when somebody's coming in here like, yeah, respect me. You know what I put in my work. I'm going to do nothing, no, and I expect all the hype. It's not going to happen. Sometimes you got 3 people going, 3 people trying to go, then you get into a push battle. That's a no-no. If you're like, I'm going to go, you, no, you, no, you. I'm removing both out of the set.
time to stop.
Somebody's got to give. More than likely, the person that kind of pushes the person out the way and then like establish some dominant motion or something. So whoever makes that statement first. If you go in there and y'all bump and then it's like, ooh, and this nigga pushes you, boom, it's you around now.
I understand if you got beef or you want to battle somebody, but this is not the time to scope out their style. This is the time where we can share. I could probably catch something from it. Even though I'm Tighteyex, the creator of Krump, I always catch things in the session from people. Whoa, I just caught that. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all mixing up. I might throw something that might spark you. Use it. It's not my move. This is a session move. The energy is free in a way, but you still have to do work. This is why Krumpers need to look at their surroundings. You may see a familiar face. It reminds you of something that you laughed on, or it makes you comfortable enough to keep moving. Don't try to move the session. I don't know where to go. I'm getting out of here. I'm about to move the session. You have to control your impulses. Just control your impulses. Remain in the circle. This is where you're going to get the most out of it. If you move the session, you have to wait until the energy comes over here, and I'm not going to follow you. I'm like, it was right there. If you're not getting off, take a graceful bow out. Okay. Second round. It's okay. Nobody's gonna be like, see, you got that whack round. I've had whack rounds. I've had whack rounds in the session. I've had whack rounds in battle. It happens. You have to learn how to recover. This next round won't be like that though. Whack things happen in the session. You have to learn how to recover if you see something whack. If something is whack to you, you don't have to be like, ah! I can't respond to that because that didn't speak to me. That is okay. That's real. I know everybody's like, I want to kill it off, but you won't get that if you don't help somebody kill it off. I'm trying to make you lose it. If I make you lose it, I've done my job. I'm going to get that back. How they were saying, what you give in a session, it really happens like that. I will penalize you if you are doing battle moves. I will penalize you if you're doing fake hype ups, because that's not what we're about. If you're tired, just go take a break. And if you're doing other styles, this is welcome, but this is a Krump session. You're gonna have to make it, whatever you understand about Krump, you're gonna have to put some out here so we can understand. You're gonna have to speak our language. If you just come out here doing another style, without respecting how we Krump, I'm gonna remove you. Respectfully, and this is not a place where we battle. You're just gonna have to learn how to flow in this session. Flow with the session. Don't overthink yourself. You have no moves to do. This is not a battle round. You're not being judged. There's no panelists. There's nothing. Now it's time to go exercise what you learned. Think about who you are. Think about what your style is. You have to meditate in order to get into your zone. We shouldn't see you uncomfortable. This is your, like when you're in there, it's your story. Nobody can tell you how to tell this, but it has to be in the Krump way where we all can understand. That way we can feed it. Yep, I understand what that was. So we ready? Let's move over to the next building session. It's gonna start. We got an hour and a half to kill it.
Kingdom radically uplifting my head. Praise. I feel like yeah. Niggas ain't. These niggas ain't. These niggas ain't. These niggas ain't.
This guy right here. This is for me. How the craziest. He took the session somewhere where it wasn't. So to me, it's like, oh, he leveled us up, but he just had the perfect round. So it's like, it's out of those two.
He rowdy? That's true. That's true. That's true.
Rowdy. So
I'm smitten, man.
crazy for the week out of Rowdy and Kenny.
I love y'all, man.
As far as my view on this, I was looking at it as a one-track mind on one person because we're thinking about one person killing it. Personally, I didn't feel like anybody hit like that. That thing that just took everybody away. But I was looking at consistency the most. And the person that I felt was the most consistent tonight and every round delivered was legit. I would say him right here. I feel like every round he did, even though it didn't like, peak every time. Out of everyone I've seen go multiple times, I could see and feel his round every time. I didn't see any lack of confidence in his dance. So that's my pick. He didn't wait for nobody. Anytime he went, it was no hesitation.
What you think, Kenny?
He said, "Wait."
What do y'all think?
I think personally, like kill off wise, Rowdy.
Oh, God, damn, that's two.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
These two was live though.
If we're going for the concept,
Yeah.
if we're going for the concept, I would say him.
Yeah.
But Ruin has a point about consistency.
Yeah.
But if it's just the one round we're going for, he had that round.
That's crazy.
I want to say, for me, I was like being here for a long time. I really love how, because I ain't seen bro. I ain't see him 5 years ago in Krump. I ain't see him.
And he better than a lot of niggas.
Bro danced like he was at the. Bro danced like he been doing it so long. It's so every round, and then he got his own texture though. So for me, every time he was dancing, I was pulling. And if I could pull from you around, I don't even dance, but if I could pull from you around, that's what it take me through.
I agree.
Everybody's crazy. You was
I agree with bro though.
You definitely was killing off the rounds. Your skill level was amazing. But I felt like you rolled a level. It's like what I learned. Like I would get to a line point, and don't know how to take it more up than from there. So as far as your skill level, crazy. Like ridiculous.
Thank you, man.
But as far as like around, these two, they came to a peak and then took it there. Crowd control, moving people, made them feel something. And that's what we feed off of in Krump. It's like your skill level can take you so far. And then it's like language. That's a language that pushes you past that. Like it's the spirit. So the spirit of Krump that I seen was from these two. I feel like Rowdy edged you a little bit on some OG just knowing what to touch. But when you came out, you definitely made me like, whoa, like it awoken something different. So both of y'all, the times y'all went, awoken something different. Like, oh, it's here. Like this is crazy. So it's out of them two. OG level, now he took it on experience, but they was peaking at that hit.
Rowdy?
Manny.
What's your name? Manny.
Krump name?
But he got more votes, so.
Hey.
Like I've had an opportunity to see these three, and every time I see them, they always outdo every time I see them. And even though I'm 100 years old, right?
45.
But it just warms my heart to even just have an honorable mention, right? Come a long way. I had to Ruin and Ken and all these other great people I've known here have ever seen me try to relearn the whole all over again to get here to even get mentioned, and to be around my friends. Like these are my friends. Just pleases me to see them get mentioned as up and comers. So thank you for the opportunity. Thank y'all.
So let's pack up and we'll get you, yo.
So August 14th, mark your calendars. Bring your Bvckness. It's gonna be crazy. The first one was crazy. Shout out to everybody that came out the last time. Our boy Manny Manny Doughboy, I don't know if he's Kid Dread. I believe they say he was Kid Dread. But if I'm wrong, forgive me. But Manny, I know Manny. He won the last one. He came in there, got bucked 1 round. Boom. Got paid for some rounds. I mean, that's good news. My homie Wigga was up in there. TKO came through. Problem Child, he came through. A lot of the people that used to Krump back in the day, they came to see about it, and they enjoyed themselves. So we got part 2 coming up. Now this is before we head to France. So this is the last West Coast Essence Buck session before we hit overseas. The only thing that's going to be different about the Essence Buck session this time is the increase in the cash. So we want this pot to keep going up. And with more support, with more people attending the session, we can give more money away. The price just went up. The next killer round gets probably about 500. We probably gonna try to tip over into the 6th round, but it's up to the Buck session. So subscribe to Krumping for more updates. Press that subscribe, like, share the channel even, and I hope to see you guys at the session because I'm gonna be in that thing getting off. Krumping. Ice.